Hello everyone, it is Icy Lobster and we have got a special treat for you guys this time. So, name's up, and before I announce everything, this is actually from the ASUS ROG Stars invite. It is the final round with E.G. Idra in the bottom left against SeleCT, the Terran player, in the upper right. So this is Zeldonaga Caverns. I actually know the name of this map, so I'm kind of proud of myself. And I'm a little bit surprised they're using this in the tournament because this is not a hugely popular map for tournament play anymore because there are better maps out. But we'll see what happens. These are both top players, so we'll see if they pull anything crazy off and we get a good game out of this. This is just hard for Zerg because they have no easy area to expand for their third. They have to break the rocks for their third, which isn't terrible, but sometimes it can be tough. Like, for example, I've been like bunker rushed and definitely made it really hard to expand here at a good time because they just kind of keep you in your base and then they expand off of that, and it's like 2 base versus 2 base, and I don't know. So we have a barracks, and now one thing I'm going to say about the Stars invite actually is this was a fairly small tournament. It was only people that were invited, which is probably why it's called the invite. And SeleCT and Idra got all the way to the top, so it's pretty cool. I believe Elfie was in it, Huck was in it, and I should know all the people. I believe White Raw was also in it, so those are a couple other names. But these are the 2 players that got this far. And I'm pretty excited because I haven't seen a lot of games from SeleCT recently. I don't know why, maybe I just haven't been watching the right stuff. But he is like a really aggressive Terran player that in the past I recall him doing like triple pronged. We actually have a bunker here. He'd do like triple pronged drops, and it was like super intense. So Idra is bringing down another drone. He's only got 2 to deal with it, and he did scare off the SCV, so this will probably be cancelled. He's just SeleCT is just scatting around right now, and he is really just doing small harass right now. He has 1 marine. It's nothing much, just 1 barracks. So if anything, this is kind of just, yeah, it's getting an extra drone off instead of mining. He's actually bringing a lot more now. So yeah, cancelled. So I'm going to say Idra's response is pretty well. He did not overreact at all. By the time he actually sent the other guys down, his expansion was already up, basically, so not much loss there for Idra. SeleCT just doing a little bit of harass, just seeing how it would go. If he got a good opportunity, he would take advantage of it. We see reactors, so I'm going to guess reactor Hellions because of the factory. And I did not have production up for some reason. I am slipping, slip and slide. I remember when I used to play on slip and slides. You'd have like a birthday and everyone would be like, all the kids would go around and they'd be like, oh yeah, yay. I'm gonna jump my belly onto this plastic thing and slide. That sounded a lot weirder than I was hoping for. We have a command center coming out of SeleCT, so he's actually going to expand off of this. And Idra's lings are just in the front, just checking what's up. A spine crawler. So he's getting some basic defense. He's actually getting 2 spine crawlers. Did he? Let me see if I can see what he saw. And I gotta. Alright, so he does know it's reactor Hellions, so Idra is reacting directly to that, and he's doing fairly well because he's going to have this spine crawler for the back, so nothing can really get through here and do much. He's got another here that's kind of guarding his main, and he is getting his first gas. He's just now getting his first gas, so that is a late gas. We have the Hellions out. Basically, they're just going to give SeleCT map control because Idra is already prepared for this. He actually got the creep tumor. This little RC car has to get out of there. He's got to heal that thing up. We have 2 more. So he's just doing some Hellion harass. This has become very popular recently. I've noticed it far more in recent high-level games, going just, what is it, expanded into mass Hellion. And I've actually seen people go like mass Hellion, and it will actually work. So it's quite interesting. So I'm going to say that this also brings me to another point, is that in the expansion they're planning to make the Hellion turn into a battle Hellion, which is more of a late game tanky unit, which will make the Hellion like really really good, because it'll be good in the early game, and then late game it will become like tanky and it'll suck up damage for your army. So it's an interesting idea, and he's gonna try and scoot on in. I don't know if he's gonna be able to do that much. No, he's actually might get a couple of drones. Idra's stacking them, and oh, we got 3 going down right there. See, that's the problem with moving your drones. It's Hellions. Once the units stack up, they just do so much splash damage, and they're doing more than I expected. If they get out of here, I'll say it was worth it. No kills on that guy, and he just took all the kills right there. He's just like, I got 4. Oh, what now? And we have Ling Speed coming on the way for Idra, and Stimpaks on the way for our player SeleCT, and he is going Medivacs right away, so I expect to see drops out of him. And yeah, we actually have 2 reactors, so he's gonna go, looks to me like marine drops, which I know he loves, and he's very good at it, because he puts so much pressure on people that it's hard for them to keep up with, because he's got pretty darn high APM. And we see a bunch of guys. I'm gonna guess Idra is going for his famous mass mutas. He loves his mass mutas, and we see the Leer coming up, so I expect to see mass mutas. Uh-oh. Looks like she's trying to block up the ramp. She's not getting her inject though, which means less larva for Idra. Our Terran player is getting his gas. See what I mean here is Idra still hasn't even gotten close to getting his 3rd. And whereas the Terran is already on 2 base. So I'm going to say Idra is at a disadvantage. Let's go to the income. And yeah, we'll see that he actually is mining more right now, but he has a lot more harvesters. Once these mules kick in, he has energy just saved up here for mules, man. Then I think his income will just like jump up a bit, which is crazy that he could be on so many such lower harvesters and still kind of keep up. We have a few Lings getting destroyed. A bunch of Lings coming out. I don't think they're going to do anything. It looks like he's going to try and do that again, which there's actually nothing to defend it, so he might actually kill a few more SCVs. We have a decent-sized army coming out here for SeleCT. I do not know if Idra is ready. He's actually putting his hatch down before he breaks the rocks. So there you go. He's just assuming he's going to get that all secured. And SeleCT is... It looks like he might be... Oh no, he's grouping up. Idra might... No, he's not going to. He's going to get away. His queen barely. So we have a scan, probably going to clean up the creep. Yep. And now he's going to take out all these Lings because Hellions own Lings hardcore. Except the Spinecrawler took out at least 1 Hellion. And I'm going to say, I don't know if Idra has enough right now. He has a few Banelings, which would clean up all the Marines. If he can get good one. No. Very good control by SeleCT, and he just picked up all the Banelings. And here Idra's going to clean it up now with all these Lings. I think he has plenty. SeleCT could just pick up and leave, though. He does lose a medevac to the Queens, who do, you know, shoot their little darts. SeleCT is actually staying in this. I guess his medevacs have enough energy to deal with that. And Idra's 3rd is up, except SeleCT sees it, and SeleCT is now going to try and take it out. I'm not sure if he'll be able to. He might, because Idra has to go all the way around. Yeah, Idra's going to lose his 3rd. See, this is what I meant by a hard-to-protect 3rd. Except his mutas are now out. So we did have mutas by him. And look at the income right now. SeleCT is down by 10 harvesters, and his income is higher than Idra's. So that's all I'm going to say. That's all I'm going to say about mules, man. Just right there. We have some Banelings over here. I'll try and see if I can keep an eye on them. And it almost looks... Okay, no, he's going to get a flank on here. If the Banelings can get a good contact, no. So SeleCT has really good control with the Banelings. He's been picking them all off. He is going to lose this medevac and probably the 2nd medevac, yep. So Idra's going to clean everything up. We actually have him taking a 3rd on the left side, because I guess when it fails down here, you might as well just go for the left. I can actually see him double expanding. I've seen him do this often enough. Idra can pull off double expansions pretty well because he understands the game well enough. He has a good map sense and Banelings. I almost missed that. So if he had 1 more Baneling, he would have gotten about like 4 more SCV kills. No, 5 more. 6 more probably. So it kind of sucks if he had 1 more Baneling. That's all they needed. And we got 1 guy there. I think that might have been a medevac. I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to keep up with all this stuff once we get into the late game. You have missile turrets going up for Select. And he has a bunch of tanks and marines, and I'm not sure if he's trying to expand. It looks like he's trying to expand. He's scouting with the rest. He's denying the tower. Idra's going over here. So he's actually going to take the gold. Probably make a planetary right there because that is ridiculous. Terran can make planetaries and they're reasonably safe, whereas Zerg and Protoss are still pretty vulnerable. You just gotta get out. So he's getting his gas right away. Gas is always the most sought for resource late game. Early game it's all about minerals. Late game it's all mid to late game it's all about gas. And yes, we are seeing a planetary coming in. Things are going in. They're getting pretty destroyed by the tanks. And I'm gonna say that wasn't. Did I miss something? Because he just ended. Okay, I'm a little confused. Workers killed. So Idra killed a lot of workers. Because I don't feel like he actually lost. I will say he was behind. So I guess from Idra's perspective, he was too far behind because there does generally need to be a base up. And SeleCT was getting the gold base, whereas Idra was struggling to get a third. So I guess I can kind of see it. Except I generally prefer to play until the game's completely lost. But anyways, so there we are. And yeah, less harvesters but more income. Well, actually that's less income. But it skyrockets up. Like if he used a mule somewhere, he can't use a mule. Whatever. Anyways, let's go into game 2. Hopefully Idra will like beast the next one. Oh, and yeah, this map, this is what I meant. Look how hard of a time Idra had getting his third base. Like, I don't know. It seemed a lot easier for SeleCT to win this game than it should have. Because, I don't know, he just denied the Zerg. That was it. And Idra couldn't even go through here to defend it when he was trying to take his base. So, yeah. Anyways, on to our game number 2.